What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Drawing Monsters. It is Friday, unless, of course, you're watching this on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for a different day of the week. But I am recording this on a Friday, and it's Friday when this is coming out. So I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. I know I'm going to order some monster pizza tonight. Actually, it's not. I call it monster pizza because I love big pizza with everything on it. So it's like a monster pizza, when you look at it, kind of looks like one. And maybe I think I had a request, I believe, at one point to do a monster pizza monster drawing. So I'm gonna try to get on that. I gotta give me some time on that one though. I want to think that one over a little bit because I'm not sure exactly, like all these monsters, what the heck that might look like. But I will. I think I will get to that. As long as we're home, I will be doing these, and so give me some time with that one. That being said, for today, what I thought we'd do, because we haven't created one of these yet, is make a werewolf. How does that sound? We haven't drawn a werewolf, and those are some monsters that you always hear about, you're probably aware of, and they're fun to draw too, right? So let's go ahead and get moving. What you can do now is just get some paper, a pen, whatever you have, even if it's a crayon, if it's a marker, whatever writes or draws. You can draw with almost anything, as long as it leaves a mark. And let's get moving here. So to create a werewolf, can you see this okay here? I always mention it when you see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to look at the screen and make sure you guys have a good angle and view of what I'm doing here. So I think we're good right here. But let's begin. What we want to do first is draw a snout. So we're going to draw a line out here and just have it come down like that. Now from this point, what you want to do is create the nose. And the nose is really easy. You can, like with all these, you can change it however you want. But I just make a dark black nose, kind of like you'd see on a dog. Because a werewolf is a dog, right? A not very friendly dog, but it's kind of a dog, I'd say. A wolf's a dog, so a werewolf has to be a dog, I'd say. Just draw a nose like that on there, and you can color it in now, or if you want to wait to do this, you can. But I'm just going to make mine dark like that. Now, for the mouth, you can, this being a werewolf, he's not exactly, like we're just talking about, friendly. So you can mix this up however you want, but what I'm going to do is draw a line like that, and then I'm going to have a line that comes down like that. See what I mean? It just kind of swirls down there. And now we're going to draw some teeth in here. And you can draw these any way you want, but I like to mix them up a little bit and have them kind of jagged, a little bit all over the place. I'm going to do the top and also the bottom here of just some nice werewolf teeth. Call that again. Whatever they'd look like, something like that. And in the background here, you can draw a big dog tongue, or werewolf tongue, as we like to call it here. And then in this area, you can draw a little line there, and this is where you'd fill kind of like the nose, just fill in black. And you can do this later if you want, or do it now. It's totally up to you. All right, so it's coming together. You can see it's coming right along. Next up, we're going to draw a little wavy line like that. And right underneath it, make a kind of almost a full circle, but not quite. And make it connect up to that line we just drew there. Now, you can draw a little dot there, or a big dot, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to draw like a wavy line and another eye right there. Now, we're going to give him a furry head, or a hairy head, I should say. So, right on this eye here, right next to it, start creating some hair like that. And you can go to town on that. You can make it as long as you want or as short as you want. Just don't draw a straight line. Make them all broken up and, kind of crazy looking. And for dog ear, it's just a big kind of triangle type shape and kind of points straight up. So that's what we're going to do for the ear. Straight up like that. down there and kind of a hairy inside part that connects to the inside of the ear. And we're going to do the same thing over here on this side to give him 2 ears. All right, next up for the sides, you can draw kind of much bigger fur around him, and then kind of bring it down underneath his mouth there too, as you end underneath his mouth. So this part here too, you can make as furry as you want, but we want to make this kind of really furry. And now we're going to draw some arms and paws on him, or if you call them paws, they have werewolves they're different than dog paws, at least from the pictures I've seen. They have kind of fingers on them with sharp nails, claws. So we're gonna do that. Here's his arm, and it's really, really hairy. So again, you can draw some just loose hairs there. And sorry for the reflection, but you can kind of see that. I have my window over there, and I notice it's reflecting on the art, but I'll try to prevent that as much as possible here. Now this part, we're going to draw, you can call them fingers, you can call them hands, you can call them whatever you want, but just something like that, and just a bunch of loops that make it up. And then just like the teeth underneath that, we're going to draw some fangs, and here again too, you can make them as long or as short as you want. All right. Next up, we're going to draw the inside part. Now he's kind of big. You notice I'm filling up the whole paper here. So this is where you may have to use your imagination. If you want to draw his feet and everything, I'm going to draw 1 foot on here, and the rest of it's going to be kind of off the paper, off what I'm drawing on here. So you're going to have to use your imagination and come up with the tail and the back end of this werewolf, which is great for you because it makes you think, what does a werewolf's back look like, and like what would the rest of it look like? So keep that in mind. This is kind of a zoomed in image of a werewolf here, but you'll get a nice idea of what the whole werewolf will look like. And you can, again, use your imagination and do whatever you like for the back part. So for here, I'm going to draw some more hair. And on the bottom part then, I'm going to draw 1 foot. And I'm going to have it come up like this. And just like that. Can you see that well? So he's got, it looks like a dog foot, really. And you can draw now some feet on him, like that. And since he's so zoomed in, you may want to have longer legs on your werewolf, or maybe not. Maybe this is good. But this is what I have so far. And you know what? I'm going to keep this part the way it is, so you can see that. And again, this is where you can add your imagination for this part over here. Add whatever you'd like if you want to make him bigger, and also for his other foot. But what I want to show you now is just some added details you can put on here. You can add extra fur if you want by doing that. Underneath the eyes, you can add some more expressions to them, like that. Isn't it crazy what a little line will do to a face? It makes it so much stick out so much more. You can even have some like drool or spit coming out of his mouth like that to make him a real crazy werewolf. So I'm going to leave it at that. That is my werewolf for today. I'm going to add a few more little details there. At least I can spend all day adding details, but just keep that in mind. Add your own little details to them. I'd like to see the finished product. And if you don't want them this zoomed in, again, you can zoom out and then add a tail to them. Add anything you want, if werewolves have tails. I'm assuming they do, just like dogs. But that's really it. So I hope you enjoyed this werewolf. Sorry for the reflection today from the window. Normally I tape these at night and then I put them on the next day. But today I'm actually doing this on a Friday, believe it or not. So that's the difference. It's really light outside and we're getting some reflection, but that's all right. That's okay. I think you got an idea of what this looks like and how to draw it. And keep those pictures coming in. What I've been doing, just to let you know, I've been wanting to feature them on somewhere, and I just haven't figured out where yet. So I've actually been adding them to my Instagram stories. So if you don't have an Instagram, maybe your parents do, and find out, and you might see your art there. So you can always email it into me or just send it to me on Instagram or my Facebook too. Yeah, again, I say it every episode. I love seeing them. I think you guys are doing an awesome job, amazing job. And it's really cool for me to check out your work. So feel free to send me your finished werewolf. And I hope you have a frightening Friday. Okay, hopefully it's not too frightening, but a good Friday. Order some pizza or something like me. You gotta make the best out of the day, right? Weekend's coming up, so I'm gonna do next week. We're gonna kick back into gear with episodes. I'm gonna do Monday through Friday with new drawing monsters, and we'll have the weekend off then. So I hope to see you here Monday and send these werewolves in. I want to check them out. Talk to you later.